Shalom, this is Sophia, the American Miriam, and we're here with another reading, a message from the ancestors who have been really coming through for us. So we appreciate all of their hard work. First and foremost, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us, guiding us, and leading us down the path of life. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother, Yahushua, for the perfect example he set of how to both climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And of course, to our sister Philomena, let's get it, girl. All right, so that's our sister. We working 100 times behind the scene. Of course, on the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, just in case anybody was wondering what time it was. So I did. We just got into the new moon. This is shortly after the time of the actual new moon for this month. The new moon in Leo, so we are in moon in Leo season. And the Venus Kazemi just passed. And I know I do these readings every day, but haven't really been talking about the astrological influences, and I feel like those have been playing a pretty major role in what is going on. And so we just want to get a message from the ancestors on, how, the astrological signs have been affecting us, and how much of what we've been experiencing is from astrological experiences, and how much of it is from, real experiences that are real, and any other messages the ancestors want to give us. You know, the the remnant of the wicked has been, really, really trying to, this is funny, really, really trying to wreak havoc in, the lives of our people. And, we've had to do a lot of, emotional work to just stand up and say, no, what you're saying is not real. I don't believe it, because it's not the way things go. And for me, the spirits tried to trick me into a dark night of the soul that wasn't mine. I'm like, this is not my dark night of the soul. I already had my dark night of the soul. How many dark night of the souls am I supposed to have? And so sometimes you have to question, not sometimes, a lot of times you have to question whether the energy is actually yours. You got to make sure whether this is your energy or somebody projecting this energy on you. And when all else fails, when you don't think it's your energy, it's best to just not to pause. If you can do nothing, I just rested. I was like, I know this energy is not mine. You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to let these people, put an energy on me that's not mine. I already had a dark night of the soul. So what y'all are doing now is just trash. I'm not accepting that as my reality. Here we go with the Queen of Pentacles again. So we just want to do an energy check, see what's going on, see how everybody is feeling, and let's see what messages we can get from the ancestors. Okay, let's take a look at the cards. That flipped over. Let's see what this pile. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. The Empress, our mother, is out here again. Of course she is. She's not leaving us. We have the moon. I just talked about it being a new moon. And we have this Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups, I'm sorry. Yeah, Eight of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the moon. Okay, so unsurprisingly to anyone, including especially myself, these people are still doing moon magic. You think they would give it up. They're using the moon. They tried to use the moon to get us into this Nine of Swords and this Eight of Cups scenario. If you notice, with the Nine of Swords, the man is just like stressed out, right? Like I was just telling you, like a dark night of the soul. But like, this don't belong to him. And also, in this case, they're trying to get you to walk away from your cups. So for the reinforcement, our mother sent us the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So at this, well, let's see, before I say that, okay, so this is what's going on spiritually. All right, what else is going on in the spirit realm regarding this? I don't even want to ask about this. How were we sustained? What was really sustaining us? Let's see what this is. Three of Cups. It came out anyway. You know, our working with people. Oh, let's see what that was. Okay. We got another queen out here, a Queen of Cups. Our mother is out here in three whole different forms right now. The only queen that's not out here is the Queen of Swords. So in the spirit realm, our mother has been reinforcing us with strength, wands energy, with pentacles energy, with overabundant cup energy, and just having us focus on, rebuilding ourselves from the inside and not getting too distracted by this little moon magic that they're doing. I mean, the fact that these people are still doing moon magic is really beyond my understanding. You would think that they would give it up, but they really have not. They really have not. They just continue to do this crap. We're not even focused on it. When, that energy came over me, what I should have done, of course, is to banish the demons from being around me. But I have to remember to do that whenever stuff starts going a little wonky. I got to send these things away. But I didn't accept it as my energy. I sat in it and I was like, this does not even feel like my energy, man. Why? This is crazy. Because another thing, like, I don't know how personal I'm going to get. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups, which is the satisfaction of, that. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Seven of Cups. So we got the 3. Wait a minute, that's the 9. The 3, the 6, the 7, the 9. Good gracious. We got the 2 of Wands, contemplating between choices. Of course, that's the energy of when it's in. Now we got the King of Swords. Just to continue to remind me, that there are people who care. There are people who care. I have options, and that my abundance is obvious to anybody with eyes. But they just keep, trying to project this same, questioning energy on us. And at this point, let's see it like this. At this point, it's not moving a needle. At least it's not moving a needle for me, because when I see this energy coming, I just kind of like, instead of having a reaction to it, see, they're still trying to get us into this 5 of Pentacles energy. Instead of having a reaction to it, I just don't have a reaction to it. Maybe that's a sign. Like there's just so many weird things that like keep happening. It's almost like, it's almost like the angels or the ancestors and the saints are really pushing us to our limit in how we respond to things. And so just to make sure that we're strong enough, because if you read in the Bible, there were many stories of many people who said they could do this, they could do that, and as soon as they got a little bit of peace and harmony or whatever, they went right back into their old stuff. And, looking at how many jubilees we were supposed to have up to this point, and the fact that they basically stole all of them from us is enough for me to just be like, dog, they really want to make sure. We got the Page of Swords, the Princess. So we do have a little bit of swords. It doesn't take a lot. It's not a real super aggressive thing that has to be done to finish these people off. That's the feeling that I get. Like, we got all of these queens. First of all praises to the queens on the deck. We got all of this queen energy that's been like infusing us, sustaining us, carrying, this feels like the maiden, the mother, and the crone. This feels like, you know, almost like the helping hands, but the active hands, not just the helping hand from the sky, the helping hand in the actual, celestial, you know, realm that actually deals directly with people. Let's look at our other deck. Because they just been trying to get us off of what we've been doing, off of our work, and they can't. They can't. And every time, for me, every time they try to distract me from my work, that's something they have to pay for. There's a cost to that, and I'm not, look, 9 of Cups. We got double 9 of Cups. We got the 9 of Cups. We got the 9 of Pentacles came out. That's the 8. We got the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. See, they can't. I mean, and then just look at this. This is what we're actually experiencing. 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. And this may not have shown up in our actual lives yet, but this is what is here for us. I'm going to look those up too, since 2 9s came out. That's pretty significant. What message do the ancestors have for us about this situation? About this, our money that's coming, our abundance that's coming, the change in situation that's coming. This also tells me that with this new moon, we're eclipsing out all these old cycles. Ooh, okay. All these old cycles. So we've got the Magician. I mean, not the Magician, I'm sorry. The Fool card. We've got the Star again. So our beautiful sisters out here. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Swords. We got the 2 of Wands. We also have so we have double 2 of Wands too. Double 2 of Wands. Put this 2 of Swords here. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is what came out in the physical. We got the Star. Saint Therese is here. That's our beautiful. So let's take a pause because I don't want to speed roll through this. We've got double 9 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Swords. So in the physical realm, they are trying to make it seem like there's, we're making a blind choice. What we're doing is just completely irrational because we can't see what's going on, right? But that's not true. We got all of this stuff in the spirit realm that's happening. And so all that's happening, all they're getting in the physical realm, all they can see is, the Queen of Swords out here swinging that thing. And so they, the enemy, the wicked ones, whoever these people are, they think that since this is all that they can see, this is all that's going on. But for a fact, we've got the other queens out here, like ministering to us like ministering angels. We've got the Star, Saint Therese out here. We've got, a new beginning has been promised to us. And so under this new moon, we get our new beginning. And all of this little stuff right here is so minimal because look, we got all of these cups, all of these pentacles. They can't even really get us to get into our heads like that. It's not working. It's not working. Let's get the energy because I feel like people, hopefully everybody got the message. This is the message I've been getting. Like this stuff is over. All right, let's see. Got any energy messages for us? Beautiful, beautiful Saint Therese and others. Any energy messages for us? I just feel like I just feel like this cycle has been closed out, and we really, really, really got through this successfully. I saw someone post on Twitter last night, I passed that test. It was hard, but I passed it. And that's the feeling I have. Like, this was a very, very hard test. I really had to rely on my North Node energy, and really pull that through to get through this. And that's, uncomfortable. Your North Node can be uncomfortable, but at the same time, it wasn't impossible. Let's see. It wasn't impossible. They just wanted me to think that it was impossible, but it wasn't. Oh, there we go. Strategy. Because I had a strategy, and my strategy was to rely on the mother, and to not, having a strategy of relying on my North Node was a strategy that worked for me. And so, I hope people are, thinking about this with their own situations and problems and stuff. Sometimes it's your North Node. You really just have to rely on it. For me, it was not stressing myself out, and also, like, looking into more spiritual things. Like, instead of not ignoring my problems, no, but the Most High led me to a bookstore. In the bookstore, I found a book, that's extremely helpful for, what I want to do moving forward. And, ooh, let's just take a look. So, wow. The envy card again, these people, they just envy us. This is our balancing out of our energy and learning how to deal with it. We got a woman holding a coin. I mean, that's the Queen of Coins. Action, I took action. I didn't just sit. When I got into that energy, I didn't just sit in it. I sat in it, yes, for a certain amount of time to give myself the opportunity to determine whether that was my feeling or whether or not it belonged to me. I needed to know that if that energy was my energy. And once I determined that it was not my energy, I rejected it and I turned it back to where it came from. I took action, because these people are hostile and they just want me in indecision. They want us in indecision. We're not going to be, this energy right here, this envy, this hostility, this indecision. You can't be this with yourself. Like, you can't be hostile with yourself. You can't be undecided with yourself. You really have to know what you want, know what's acceptable, and you have to just leave everything else. And, like, I know that it's easier said than done, but that doesn't mean that, look, walking away. Because you got to walk away from this energy. You have to always be walking away from it, because I'm telling you, this book that I'm reading, it's really practical. And I probably would not have thought it was so practical even a year ago, even 2 years ago, for sure. I wouldn't have thought it was so practical, but since we got into the mode of fasting, to know the purpose of the different fasts and how to use them so that you can accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, that's the secret to everything. The answer has always been a broken and contrite heart. And anytime we got out of that broken and contrite heart energy is when we had problems. And so we want to walk away from this completely, take the action and make the strategy so that we can always, be in this energy of the woman holding the coin, and really just be in this energy of being balanced. We want to be balanced. I think this is a really good message from the ancestors. And I also feel like this right here, this energy is so close we can taste it, And that's been another part of the frustration, is that we can see the end. We're not without sight. We can see the end. At least I can. I can see the end of my suffering. So, and maybe that's definitely a gift from the mother here, who's kind of, She's able to handle this on her own. And also, Venus is getting ready to become the evening star. I know she'll come out as the morning star. So, it's just, we just have to hold on, man. So if your things are a little bit tough, I mean, we got all these pentacles, we got all these cups. The wealth is here, the choices are here, the new life, the new earth is here. It's just that, we have to make sure we have our emotions in check, balanced out. We have to make sure we have our emotions balanced out so that we don't, fall back into that fallen state. And, one thing is, like I said, sitting with your emotions, observing them, saying, is this mine or is this something that someone is projecting on me? That is really a thing that we have to think about, because, people are using a lot of words, especially like dark night of the soul, and they don't explain what that means. And so you have to make sure that you know what it means and what it looks like for you, and that you can look back, you ask your guardian angel, look, show me a time when I had a dark night of the soul. That's how I was able to determine that what I was experiencing was not mine. I was like, no, this is not my dark night of the soul. This is what they're projecting onto me. I just rejected it. I said, this is not mine. I literally said, I reject this. This is not mine. They're just projecting this onto me. And that was enough for it to subside, at least somewhat. I didn't ignore it. We can't ignore your emotions. You have to balance them out. And if it is your dark night of the soul, and it's your time to have one of those, then, take the action and make a strategy to get out of it. You don't have to sit in a dark night of the soul. That's another, fallacy. Like, oh, I'm having a dark night of the soul, I got to sit in it and wait for it to be over. No, you take action. You get yourself a strategy to get out of it. And fasting seems to be one of those ways that you can break this thing fast. I mean, since I'm already fasting, it's kind of like, how you going to project the dark night of the soul onto me when I'm fasting? The last time this happened, I was not fasting. And so they could project the dark night of the soul onto me, or it was an actual dark night of the soul that I was experiencing. But if you're already fasting, how can you be going through a dark night of the soul while you're fasting? I mean, the Most High do what he want to do. Don't get it wrong. But it's just, you got to think about these things. You're already bringing him your broken and contrite heart. Then he's going to put salt in the wound by putting you through a dark night of the soul? No. But will these, entities trying to put this energy on you, will they put you into a dark night of the soul? Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. And so that's what you have to just, the Most High is not unreasonable. He's not unreasonable. So when unreasonable things start to happen, you have to really question them. Is this mine, or is this somebody pushing this onto me? And it's fine, you don't have to beat yourself up about it. You just need to observe. So I hope this message has been helpful for everyone. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High, Mother, Father, Sister, Brother is your peace. Shalom.